Before we kick off today's episode of Daily Brightness, a massive thank you to our proud partners, Shaw, for backing us since day one.
What started as a leap into the unknown has turned into something really special for us, and it means a lot to have Shaw with us on the journey, backing us like teammates.
Right, Rach, we're into the summer. What does life after the WSL season look like for you?
This year, I just had a nice week at home, which was really nice to just get my feet back on the ground, after travelling and everything. And then I went away for a couple of weeks, and then it's hit the ground running. Pre-season programme starts. It's the hardest thing ever. What about you?
Yeah, I've really just taken a little bit of time to just do me, really. Not been on any luxury holidays like you have, because you send me pictures every time you're away, which has been nice, but very jealous. Obviously, we're going into a massive summer ahead for women's football. We're going to be back in the Lionesses, aren't we?
Always. So a big thank you to Shaw for always showing up for us on and off the pitch and supporting the podcast, and thank you all for tuning in.
Whether you've been with us from the start or you're just jumping in now, there's so much more to come. Keep subscribing and keep watching. Hello everyone and welcome to the Rest Football Daily Brightness. As you can see, we're in good spirits. There's myself, Rachel and Ben. Hello! Little inside joke there of me and Rach, but we thought, give you a sneak peek. Guys, how are we?
I have a question. Do you think the time of day that we record directly correlates to how much you two laugh at the beginning of every episode?
I've lost the plot. I don't know. I wasn't expecting you to do that.
Right, funny thing is though, Benji, I will answer that question. Where is that from? I can't remember. We used to do it all the time. You used to go, hello.
I'm lost. I'm crying. Well, I actually can't remember. Wasn't it a lift?
Oh my God, it was. It was when we had floor 4. Me, you, Ellen and Mido.
And we walked to the lift and that one was like, hello.
Wait, where is this?
It was in Wembley.
Yeah, on camp, we used to have a group called Floor 4, and it used to be me, Ellen, Mido and Rach.
Floor.
Yeah, 4th floor. We used to obviously back when we used to do TikToks and stuff like that, and everyone was together. That was our little group. And there was a woman at Wembley, and we got to lift, and she went, hello. And we all went, hello. And then it just, me and Rach, as we do.
I lost it when she said, I just burst out laughing. So I was like, is that are you really happy, or is that just how you say hello?
Yeah, I didn't know she was singing, but you know what way, we then hop on it and it's stuck with us ever since, and we just keep going, hello. And I've not done it for ages, and I was just reading the script and it says hellos.
Does your mum, Millie, have a dog walking voice? I remember we went for a walk with my mum once and she met someone just passing and she went, hello. And I was like, who are you? What the fuck is that? I was like, what has just come out of your mouth? Normally you'd be like, hiya, you all right? Hiya. And she's like, hello.
I always think it's phone voice as well.
Yeah.
When you hear your mum on the phone.
Erin Cuthbert is the worst for that. She is the worst for that. It's like a Scottish accent just goes, and I'm like, she's proper Scottish. And she'll always take her calls, and I'll always nudge the girls, and I'll be like, oh, business call over here. I'm like, all right, you're all right, what do you want? No wonder I don't get the deals. Anyway, that was a long intro. How are we both?
Just back in pre-season, surviving and thriving.
Running along.
I loved your picture, Rach, of the squad back together with Ellie Roebuck.
So nice to have her. Bit of Yorkshire in the squad. A bit more Yorkshire, should I say. But no, she came in today for the first time, so it's nice to be reunited with her. And it's always good to add a nice face and nice person into the group, isn't it?
Yeah, she's an absolute diamond.
How is she getting on? I'm really intrigued. How's she doing?
Yeah, so she was first day back in today, so she was just doing medical screening and stuff, wasn't in training today.
But she seems happy.
Yeah, seems buzzing. She gets to be with me every day. She should be over the bloody moon.
And she'll be happy to be back with her family as well, because she's a proper family girl, isn't she? She had a good year travelling though. She loves to explore, doesn't she? So she'll have really, really enjoyed her time.
Listen, Ellie Roebuck is basically Spanish now. She's still speaking Spanish to Paula, our Spanish player. I was like,
really?
All right then.
Do you know what? I can't imagine that with such a northern accent, because when I try and do it to Myra, she's like, Millie, you're the hardest person to understand ever.
She went today. I was like talking about the food at bars and stuff, and she was like, yeah, but like at breakfast they have like ham on sandwiches. I went, ham on?
Ham on.
I was like, ham sarnie.
I'm sandwich love. What are you going on about?
But no, yeah, it's good. Pre-season's been going well.
Mills, how's your pre-season going?
Guys, I'm back on the pitch tomorrow.
Get in.
Positive clicks. This is our new thing on the pod. Yeah, I've been smashing Alter G. I've smashed all my strength tests. I've been working really hard, to be fair. And yeah, tomorrow I've got my last Alter G, and then I do my first pitch session, which will be like super light. But yeah, as of tomorrow, the boots are back on. Goodbye pool, goodbye Alter G, smashing the gym.
Are you nervous?
No, I'm buzzing. I'm ready now.
That's nice. That's like a good bit of nice news to start the podcast with. I like that.
Yeah, so I can't wait. And it's just like perfect timing.
Ben, you're home now.
Yeah.
Where are you actually? What's that little place you're in? What's that little room?
I nipped back home for a few days, and I'm in this weird spot, right? Because you know all the things we spoke about before, like having your own bed and having your own pillows and stuff. I'm buzzing to be back home for a few days and actually have some home stuff that makes you feel really good. At the same time, you can't help but feel a little bit like, oh, I wonder what's going on. Like, I wonder what's going on over there.
We've got no one in the background this time, like stuffing the faces with food in the stadium.
I don't know whether people saw that last time, but there was literally, when I was in the stadium in St. Gallen, there was a guy inhaling Doritos.
Whilst staring at the podcast like, what's going on over there? We're like, you all right, mate?
I don't know if you've seen that guy on TikTok that like doesn't chew when he eats his food, but it was like that. It literally was this guy like piling Doritos into his mush.
Also, you don't enjoy your food if you eat it that fast. No, it is nice to be back, but I get what you say. You're always then thinking, oh, what's everyone doing? I wonder what it's...
Yeah, what's going on over there?
Well, your setup looks good, though.
Yeah, it's wicked out. I've got a very, very tiny garden before you two rib me. I got a tiny garden.
That little room that you're in doesn't look too little because I can barely see the pictures on the walls.
Yeah, I've got enough space to have a picture on the wall or two, but I've got a nice little recording space, which is wicked. And it is genuinely nice to be back. Like, I was assured that there was a heat wave here by you two clowns. I've got home, it's raining.
I'm so glad it's raining because I'm sick to death of this heat.
You're done with it now.
To be honest, I'm quite glad it's raining because...
It's nice.
It is nice, but I also do miss the sun.
Do you two know what you're... Like, do you have to go away on tour soon or something? Have you both got tours that you'll be going on?
August.
So, like, same. If that's warm weather, is that a nightmare? Do you find yourself just...
No, it's nice because you're going on a plane. Yeah. It's one of them things where when it's hot in England, it's just too hot. It's like everyone's irritated. We don't have aircon in England, but you're sweating, you can't sleep. Whereas when you're abroad, you're like, oh my God, bake me.
Cook me. Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Everywhere's got AC
that.
inside, like it's easy peasy. So it's just different in England, isn't it? I like the rain.
Can I ask, after all of the madness of the quarterfinals, have you quite enjoyed there being a little bit of downtime after the quarters so you can just go like, can breathe a bit? I was just delighted it was over at the end. It's so stressful, that game.
But yeah, we could have lost her. That's the thing. And I think that's been you look at the Germany-France game, like you look at Basha's interview and she's like, they had nothing, like literally nothing. And they didn't deserve it. But at the end of the day, don't matter. They're in the semis and you're not.
Did you like that, Mills? Did you like her interview?
Yeah, listen, she's showing, sometimes I think players are too scared to be honest in interviews. I think sometimes we always try and please the people that we're speaking to, or, oh, you can't say this and you can't say that. And she's just saying it how it is. Like, and if you look at it, France should have won. Like, they should have. And to be fair, if it's not for Berger in goal, they are winning that game. Like, they are. So it's like, but it's one of those, like, don't matter how you perform, tournament football, knockout stages, it's whoever gets it over the line. Don't matter about your performance.
Right, moving on to the semis. What are we thinking about England v Italy?
I'm excited, but I don't want us to start the way we start. I don't want us to be passive. I don't want us to think, oh, Italy will be fine. Like, no, Italy were very good in their last game and they've got a lot of attacking threat. So defensively, I think we need to be a lot better and we need to make sure we're solid from minute one. So, yeah, I'm excited though. I think we've definitely got it in the bag, but I think we need to start how we're ending games for sure. A
little less pace, aren't they, Italy, than Sweden? I mean, that was brutal how direct Sweden were. I mean, you both talked about it before, just saying how they would target one side and try and drag players out and
Yeah.
play on the counter-attack. But I think almost took everyone by surprise by how direct they were. It was like 1-2 passes and then suddenly they were in a goal.
But I don't think it should have, though, because if you look at the personnel, it really shouldn't have. Yo-Yo, very, very direct, will always run in behind. Blackstenius always runs in behind. That is literally her whole game. Roldo runs in behind, and even if she gets the ball to feet, runs in behind. So I don't think it should have took us by surprise. But one thing I think Italy are very good at is their crossing, their movement in the box. And I think if you look at us in the games, we have to stop crosses. It's not like, let's encourage it there, we can just defend it, because I don't think we've been maybe that dominant at defending crosses. So I think stop the cross, because that's like a style of their play, Italy. Get it wide, very good movement, very experienced down the centre of the pitch.
That and set pieces, right?
Yeah, it's how they scored against Norway. So I definitely think we need to shut that out. But yeah, definitely less pace, less to kind of be concerned about running in behind. Can be a lot more aggressive, a lot more compact. And yeah, listen, I think we should dominate like we should.
Yeah, I think we've absolutely got this one in the bag. I'm not concerned at all. But I do think, again, it's one of those ones where you can't be complacent and think, oh, it's Italy. Like, it's not a top 5 side. But equally, they've only lost one game.
Yeah, they've had a very good tournament.
This might be their first major semi-final for God knows how many years. But equally, you don't get to a European Championship semi-final by chance. Do you know what I mean? Like, that takes a lot. And I think they've got a lot of passion. I feel like Italians are very, like, a bit like America. They're, like, really patriotic. Do you know what I mean? I just think on a semi-final, like, you've got to play the game that's in front of you. And yes, Italy will pose us some different types of threats, but I'm really not concerned.
I just think it comes down to intensity.
I do agree with you, though. I think we need to start a little bit brighter.
Yeah. The teams that don't show enough intensity, you're either going a goal behind or you're losing. Like the other teams that are showing that's that passion that Italy have, they can do it for 90 minutes. That's the other thing. So we can't afford to start slow. Like, and I really want us just to take the game in the first half.
I think as well, like, obviously they've had an extra day off and didn't play 120 minutes in penalties. And I don't care what anyone says, Mills, like, you know how important that extra day of rest is.
It's massive.
Like, obviously England will be so prepared. They'll be doing all the recovery strategies known to man, and they'll be so prepared.
Makes a difference, though.
But an extra day and 30 minutes less of football.
Emotionally, just as much as physically.
So I think that could be something that they'll probably want to come out the blocks a little bit quicker because they're a bit tad fresher.
Were you surprised that everyone trained England-wise? Because, I mean, it looked like they were sort of almost the walking wounded at the end.
Yeah, I was very surprised. I thought we would have... I mean, it's also player decision. Like, I know for a fact, you tell Lucy to have a day off, she's like, no thanks. Like, and I think the positive, though, is everyone remains together and the team is together, and it's a good sign that everyone's on the pitch. It means everyone's available. But I was a little bit surprised. I thought maybe having had one less day, we might have given people a little bit of an extra rest. But then again, they might have only done part of the session as well. We know, being in that environment, that you do get managed. So, yeah, I have no concerns with that. But I just thought, I was concerned. I thought we might have had a few injuries and a few players unavailable. So I'm happy that everyone is.
Yeah, it's really good news because, like, Leah's ankle looked bad. It looked in a bad way.
Yeah. Her ankle, LJ's ankle, Alex's shoulder, Mido was down, Lucy, like...
Hannah's nose. Yeah, I think...
Hannah's nose.
But I think that is, like, the strength of the team as well. Like, physically, they're prepared in the right way. You know, like Millie said, they probably have been managed, you know, making sure that they're fit. But I think it's such a positive sign that they're all available. Like, that's huge for us. Huge.
When you get to this point, do you... This probably sounds like a silly question because everyone wants to play, but do you find a level that you can go to even if you are in a little bit of discomfort? Are you like, you cannot physically drag me off that pitch, I'm playing?
You have to. I think, like, Millie, we could both say in our careers how many games we've gone through, like, hanging on bare bones, but you just got to get through it. And obviously, if there's a major problem, like, no one's expecting you to play, but I do think you're right, Ben. I think there's like it's semi-final. You're not missing that unless your leg's falling off. So I do think there's an element of, as long as you're fit enough to be able to get through, get through.
And I think it's the individual, like some players have a higher pain threshold and they'll be able to. Some players just absolutely can't. But for me, that's where I probably don't understand. I don't understand that because I would literally have one leg and I still would not come off that pitch. And You have enough. You don't need any more motivation than playing in a semi-final of Euros. You're the holding champions. Like, you're literally 2 games away from being back-to-back champions. There's nothing getting you off that pitch. There should be nothing getting you off that pitch, unless it's, manager's decision. But mentality-wise, you have to have that, like, I'll do anything.
What do they have to do differently at the start of the game? If you consider how we started the other day, how do you change it up so that doesn't happen again? I mean, look, Italy will be slightly different, right? But you've already mentioned the threat they have from Girelli, from set pieces or crosses. Her movement's amazing. Defensively, we're going to have to be at it again. What do you do differently in the first 15 minutes?
It's just your attitude in the way that we come out. It might be the first tackle. When you're in a team sport, if someone nails someone, you rile each other up. Like, you've got to be the first team. You've got to be the team that's setting the tone. Be the team that's the most passionate. Be the team that's winning the duels. Win your first and seconds. Like, put someone on their arse in the first 30 seconds. Like, you're not going to get booked in the first 30 seconds, but let Italy know that we're here. And we're not going to have the same start. Because if you're looking at England, they'll be thinking, get at in the first 15. They're shaky. They're not aggressive. Too passive. Maybe think we've already won before we've actually won. Like, that's what it gives off when you don't start with intensity. So it's got to be tackles from the front, like Alessia's work rate. That's got to be everyone's work rate. And we just got to be a bit of a bitch. Like, be hard to beat. Like, show that true grit. Like, Lucy was a perfect example in the last game. That's proper England. Like, that is English grit. And every player has to show that in the semi-final. Like, you can't just have 1 or 2. It has to be everyone. Like Rach said, Italy is so passionate. Like, they're going to match that. They're going to want this, like, more than ever. Right.
So, feeling fairly confident then. How do you think it's going to play out, Rach?
I'm going to go, I don't know this go 3 or 4. 3-0 England.
I love that confidence. See, I thought it was going to be that against Sweden. I really thought we were going to fly out of the blocks. I'm weirdly more nervous for this now than I was for that, which is bizarre.
I said 3-1 England against Sweden.
What about emails?
Do you know what? I'd love to keep a clean sheet, but I'm going to say 2-1. 2-1 England.
I think this one might be a bit more of a battle. I'll go 2-1 as well.
Or it could be 2-2 extra time. I don't know. Something's just telling me that as well.
No more extra time.
I'm saying we're breezing it and clean sheet this time.
And I'd also really, really hope everyone is fit and available, because training's one thing, playing in a semi-final is another thing. So I really hope everyone is 100% available and able to, like, play the game.
Defo.
Right, we'll take a quick break there, and then when we come back, we'll be previewing the other semi-final.
Dun, dun, dun. This episode is brought to you by Tinder.
People think that dating is to just find the one, Mel, but I think there's so much more to it than that.
We spoke about it before, about, you have a soulmate in life, but you have a soul best friend, and you're my soul best friend, as you know. I don't think it should be looked upon as just a dating app. You might want just a companion, or, you could have an unexpected friendship blossom. I think it's quite small-minded just to think of it as, I have to find it's a relationship I'm looking for. Like, no, you could find a friendship, and that could be someone that you rely on for the rest of your lives.
I think we've heard a lot of success stories from Tinder, from people in relationships and stuff. But like you said, it's not just about that. It's about, you might not get on with them romantically, but they might become your best friend or someone that you can go to the pub with and have a drink with, or go do a pub quiz with. So I think there is a lot of success behind that as well. It's not just finding the one.
Yeah, as you say, Tinder is for all types of connections.
And it works because on Tinder, a new relationship starts every 3 seconds, from slow burners to instant sparks.
Wherever it takes you, it starts with a swipe. Download Tinder today. Welcome back to the second half. We are now moving on to Germany, Spain. Guys, what we saying?
I firstly want to say 2 of the most bizarre red cards in the last 2 games for Germany that I've ever seen.
Why are you pulling a hair though? What are you thinking?
And also, when you've been sent off and you're walking off that pitch saying that's not a red card, what planet are you on, love? You've pulled a bloody hair.
Literally, I just think it's so
that,
dumb.
Right? I've never understood why your first reaction would be to yank.
And do you know there's VAR? Everyone's watching. It's on the screens. It's getting looked at. You're not escaping it. You've literally yanked
Box
a hair.
head just went. Meh.
Literally. Girls got whiplash.
They're miles away from the ball as well. I just don't understand it.
There's no reason to do it whatsoever. It don't make sense.
It's just so dumb. And do you know what? I do think France were the better team. And I know we say it doesn't matter, but I do think France-Spain would have been like the ultimate semi-final.
It would have been a great semi-final. But also, like, France are just so weird. It's like they can't get past this stage.
Yeah, but if you don't have Anne in goal, they're battering them.
Yeah,
England
that's
used
true.
to be that struggle. We were on that, like, uphill battle, weren't
For
we? Like
ages.
semi-finals for ages. But, oh my God, like, we can't get away with not talking about Anne, because what the actual hell?
She is unbelievable, you know.
Like, that defied everything.
No one makes that save. There's no female. She is the ultimate female keeper. Like, nobody makes the save. That's what I'm saying. She's like superhuman. Like, if she's not in goal, France are battering them. Germany didn't have anything.
Forget how good she was all game, because she was absolutely incredible. Like, even in the penalties, everything. Like, they bloody need to all be shining her shoes the next day after that game, let me tell you. But that I've watched that save, and I'm no expert in goalkeeping, but I've watched that save back so many times, and I'm just like, the sheer athleticism it takes.
It looks in slow motion, though.
To do what she's done, like, and it was off her own player, so it's like a fast, natural reaction. The way she's got there, like when she sets off and jumps, I'm just like,
Mate.
in the moment, I was like, how have you just done that? How?
She'll be the player that keeps them in the semi-final, though. That's what I'm saying.
Unbelievable.
When you've got her in goal, that's why I'm like, I think, but do you know what? If Germany can defend, and if Anne has another game like that, I'm like, can Spain defeat that? I don't know.
But equally, I've got to give credit to Germany, because to go down after 13 minutes to 10 men, bearing in mind they've already gone through all the struggles they've gone through this tournament, previous red card, losing Quinn,
injuries,
like losing players left and right, like to get through a quarter-final against arguably what we thought was one of the best teams in the competition, and play another 107 minutes with 10 players. To be fair, Anne made the 11th player, so it's fine. But like, that's not easy. Like, do you remember when we did it?
No.
When we played Nigeria for like 60 minutes
my
down to
God.
10, and I was on my arse. The hardest game of football I've ever played in my life.
That was ridiculous, that game.
And they've managed to do that for 107 more minutes. Like, fair play.
Yeah, and you do have to, like you said, credit where credit's due, like to have that mentality and that grit. But
We've always said that though about Germany, haven't we? They find a way. They've just always found a way.
So it could be very interesting, though.
Do you have a plan? Like, if that happens, have you practiced the idea of going like 60 minutes, say, without a player?
Not that early on. You don't ever expect that. Maybe like second half, like you'd say, okay, bank up,
last
drop
20,
in.
yeah.
Keep the ball, like don't just clear it if you need to, but if not, like we build our way up. But you don't do it after 30 minutes, because you don't expect your player just to yank someone's bleeding hair and get sent off. Stuff like that infuriates me, because I'm just like, think. You're not thinking.
Without meaning to sort of be, I don't mean, but you leave your teammates in such a lurch.
You've literally fucked everyone. Like, that's what you've done. And you've been gone then. 13th minute.
It just made me laugh when she come off and she was like, not a red card. That's not. I was like, on what planet? On what planet, yeah, are you going, whoop, and not getting away with it and saying no red card?
But also, why are you pulling her hair in the first place? We don't do that in football. It's not even like, that's not how you, what are you doing?
I just don't know. I don't know why your natural instincts is to just do that. But again, we were like, don't know why your natural instincts was to just dive on the line and save it with your hands. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. Surely you've had this conversation like, right, no more silly red cards now. Like, let's think about it. Also, you can't blame mental fatigue, because it's the 13th minute.
It's not like last minute and you're just not thinking and you're knackered.
No, like, why are you grabbing her hair? She was also in a touching distance just to use your shoulder or put your body in. I just think that's two silly red cards. Like, surely you've had a conversation and been like, guys, come on, like, this is silly. What are we doing?
Well, and also now, given that, we spoke about it last week, but given that Spain are like the best at draining teams, considering that they've gone through that draining experience already, Spain will just be looking to drag them around all over the place.
They're going to be lapping that up. They'll be playing little tiki-taka. They'll be like, yeah, patience. And also, yes, Anne's incredible, but Spain are one of the best teams at finishing. They can put it in the corner, the top corner, so easily, just effortlessly.
Can I just say as well, I had such a panic with that Spain-Switzerland game, Because I went so big the other day. I was like, Spain are walking all over him, taking the piss.
Yeah, we did.
They're going to bash them around the place.
But I said Switzerland going at half time, 0-0.
Fair play. They were brilliant. Like
Yeah,
they did
they were.
they did everything that you need to do, right, in one of those
Also,
games.
weren't there a player sent off in that game?
Yeah, Noelle.
Yeah, but didn't she also complain? I'm like, you're the last player and you've chopped her down, not touching the ball.
I'll
And
be
she was
honest,
like,
I didn't see that part of the game.
she came off going, it's not a red card. And I was like, you've not touched the ball. You're the last player. She's through on goal. I think it might be a red.
But again, there's another 2 penalties missed. I don't know what's happening with these penalties, but like some of them are just, I'm just like, what's going on? What is going on here?
Rach, get your boots on, girl. Come on. They are terrible. Terrible penalties.
And yeah, and scored. So like fair play. What a pen that was in the shootout.
Yeah, that was sick. But the pens have been dreadful.
Up until that shootout, the France-Germany shootout, I think it was the worst conversion rate for penalties in a major tournament for something like sort of 7 or 8 major tournaments. So it was bad. People have been missing, like the Hegerberg ones were wild.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, she should never be on penalties. You've got Guru Wrighton and you've got Mara Mielder, the 2 of the coldest penalty takers in women's football. I'm sorry, get off the penalties. You got to put your ego aside and let the penalty takers take them.
Well, because Guru last year, how many pens did she take for you guys? And
Guru is one of the best on the penalties. Mara Mielder is one of the best at taking penalties. You've got 2 of the best in the world on your team.
I wonder what that message is, like, from the sidelines. Like, is it decided before with her, do you think? Or, like, obviously I know, like, say, for example, at England, you'll know who, going into the game, you know who's on penalties, right? But, like, I wonder if there's any, like, conversation around, like, hang on a minute, why is Guru not on them? Or why is Mara not on them? Because imagine if, like, us being at England, right? And I was the one that was taking the penalties and I was crap at them, right? That's wrong. Not crap, but, like, my conversion rate wasn't as good as... somebody, let's say.
And you're not a natural penalty taker.
Yeah, so like, I'd like to think that someone would be like, oh, Millie's better than Rach at that.
But also, I'd feel so uncomfortable if I were a natural penalty taker, my conversion rate, like you said, weren't the best, and there was other players that are like the best. I'd be like, hold on a sec, I don't feel comfortable, like you should be on this.
I love taking penalties, mate.
Did you?
You're very good at taking penalties.
Did you actually like it?
Love it.
What is it that you...
I don't know, because I am actually a really bad overthinker, aren't I, Millie? Like, in normal day-to-day life, like, I'm a worrier. Bad. Like, I overthink everything. But when it comes to penalties, I'm just like, well, I don't know. I just don't have that. I don't know what it is. I just think
you
people
just see
really
it as like a shot, though, and like your finishing is... You won't ever say this, but you were one of the best finishers in the women's game. Like, in talking natural instinct and knowing where you're going to put the ball and it just happening, you are still one of the best natural finishers in the game.
Silly.
I'm being serious.
But I do think it's like, all right, it's literally you against your mind.
Yeah.
Like, it's not you against the goalkeeper. It's you against your mental mind. Like, if you've got a shoulder telling you you're going to miss, you're going to miss. Like, I genuinely, like, I'm not saying I'm fucking amazing, yeah? But when people are stepping up to their penalties in this Euros, honestly, 95% of them I've got right about whether they're going to miss a score.
And whether they look nervous or not, and 90% of them have looked like they're so nervous.
Yeah, because there's so many little things that, like, you know, when the ref's like, oh, you got to move the ball, like, that absolutely kills people. Yeah. If you can't have the ball down in the place that you want it, and she's telling you to move it, or there's delay, and some people mentally, especially the ones that don't want to take them, it's horrible for them.
Don't you think they've gone really early as well? Like, when she blows the whistle, like, they're like, whoa, kick it.
Literally, whistle goes and they've taken it.
And I'm like, missed. Immediately, you're like, gonna miss.
Moreau.
You are a perfectionist, though. So when Rach was practicing, she would say as well, she'd be like, right, Mill, I'm going there. So she said it, and then you got to execute it. So it basically, penalty it's a pass. Like, it's a pass or it's a shot. So you're just perfecting that pass or that shot.
I do think they need to be practiced consistently as well. Like, I take penalties, say for Villa, match day -2, I'm taking penalties before every game. And I like it because my keepers pretty much know what I'm going to do. So if I can score past them, I'm like, well, sound. But I know then going into the game, I know, like, oh, I've hit it there, I'm going to hit it there. So I don't know. I do think that they don't know. There's something up this time around. There's something in the water with the penalties, but let's hope it doesn't go to penalties anymore.
Predictions. What are you saying?
I'm saying Spain.
Got to be Spain, isn't it?
And what we're saying? I'm going 3-0.
Yeah, I think Germany are going to be burnt out. I can't imagine.
I can't see Germany scoring, me. I think 2-0.
No.
Clean sheet for Spain, yeah. And it depends. I don't think Spain are like one of those teams like France where they're going to be so wasteful. I think if they get those chances, they'll take them.
16 goals in 4 games, it is...
Joke. But do you
So-
know also, I think Spain have the best, like, Jesus Christ, they're starting 11, but then you look when they're bringing on their subs and I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
You don't want to see those players coming on at all.
In the final, do you want England to play Spain so that you get that repeat of the World Cup final?
Well, either way, right, you've got a repeat of the Euros, a repeat of the World Cup.
Yeah.
And I think, do you know what? I think to be the best, you've got to beat the best. Spain are currently world champions.
Yeah.
Let's just make sure they're not European champions. Up England, come on!
Come on, let's get it out at way. Bosh them out at way and get on to final.
Fuck them up, get into them.
Right, moving on. That is it for today's episode, guys. So we are going to finish with our gratitudes. Are we doing one or would you like to do more?
Let's do one, because there's 3 of us.
Can you guys go first? Because I need 30 seconds to think.
Well, why have you not been prepared?
I don't know. I'm so excited about the football that I forgot to get excited about gratitudes.
All right, I'll go first. I'm grateful for being back with my team, training
Oh, that's nice.
for another year. You know what I mean? Like, grateful for every season I get to play. So today was the first proper official day of pre-season and I was really happy to be back with most of the team. Not everyone's back in yet. And also grateful to get that pissing fitness test out of the way.
What one did you do?
Mass.
What do you get?
350. Guess what Sarah got?
She tells me she can't run.
Is that
Bullshit.
good?
Guess
I'm
what
never
Sarah got?
believing you again.
Guess what Sarah got?
Probably 337.
333.
She's a fucking idiot.
That's actually ridiculous, isn't
She
it?
is insane.
I turned round on my 8th, right? So
I
bearing
swear
in mind,
that's the men's scores. That's what the men get.
I know. Bearing in mind, I've turned round on my 8th to go up to do my 9th to come back to my 10th and finish, right? So
Yeah.
I've turned on my 8th. She's coming back on a 10th.
She's ridiculous. She's absolutely ridiculous. She just runs. She's like Forrest Gump. She just doesn't stop running.
But yeah, I'm
Have you
grateful
done
that's
your
out the
one
way.
yet? No.
Huh?
Have you done
She
your
only just
one?
started bloody running, Ben. Are you listening?
Well, like,
No.
as in your team, as Chelsea.
No, our girls, obviously it's just the injured girls in at the minute and then the girls don't come back till the end of July and then obviously depending on where they come out of the tournament, they get a little break and then they come in. So it's kind of like a staggered, when it's a tournament, everyone's a little bit staggered coming back in because everyone gets a rest before pre-season. But we've all got testing.
Same as ours. But ours are all doing it like as and when they come back.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we'll all have it once everyone's like ready to do it. Then you'll do it when.
What do you
See,
do?
Rachel's going to be so smug now because you've got it hanging over you and she's done it. It's like gone.
What test do you do?
We did maths last time, but I don't know if it's a little bit different this one. And we might be doing a longer one.
Oh, that 2K one.
Not sure.
Oh, that's horrible. Right, anyway, what are you grateful for?
Yeah, I home cooked meals. I've been living on
Who's
co-op
cooking?
sandwiches.
Not you.
Mrs. is cooking today. I'm buzzing. Beef
You
bourguignon
lazy
for
shit.
dinner. Get in.
Shit.
I have been at work today, and I've just been eating such.
Has she not
rubbish
worked
food
today?
anyway. She worked from home. That's the loophole that I'm going to get away with.
But she still worked.
But who's cooking dinner in your household?
Me.
Bollocks.
It is. I am the best chef.
I've
you
already
actually?
had dinner.
I am. I feel this early.
I always have early tea. Go to bed early, Millie, you know me.
Oh God, I'd be starving by bedtime.
I'll have a little snack. I don't eat a right lot, you know this.
Right, guys, that is it for this episode. Thank you all for subscribing. If you haven't, what are you doing? Click the down button. See you soon.
Peace and blessings.